In today's Technical Corner, I'm joined by Andy of Walter Tools, and we're going to be talking about some of their new innovations, in particular Tiger-Tec Gold. Tell us some more.
Tiger-Tec Gold. Well, Tiger-Tec Gold is an innovative coating that we've developed, and the idea behind it is to extend tool life and allow the use of higher cutting data parameters. It comes in two forms. We have WKP35G as a CVD coating, and WSP45G as a PVD coating.
So if you look at those coatings, what they call a low pressure coating, what does that mean, and what does it do to the machining process?
It's a new process that was developed by Walter because we felt we'd gone as far as we could with the current processes, and this was a new way of coating carbide. And the main advantage is that it becomes very resistant to abrasion, hairline cracks, plastic deformation and oxidisation. So giving us the ability to run at higher data, extending the tool life and improving the cost effectiveness of machining solutions.
And behind me you can see some of the categories, but what insert styles is it available on?
In WKP35G, it is a milling grade, and that gives us the opportunity to use inserts from flat top right through to high rake, sharp inserts, and come in a variation with edge preps, etc., to cover the applications which are in steel and cast iron for that grade. With WSP45G, that is a milling and a drilling grade, so we've got a little bit more flexibility with that one, and that covers steel, stainless steels, and the exotics, the high heat resistant steels and titaniums, that sort of thing from a milling point of view. And for drilling, we can do the steels, stainless steels, aluminium, and the exotics. So the insert availability on them all gives us that broad range across the materials.
Yeah, and when you bring a new product to market, a suite of inserts like this, no doubt you've done benchmarking at Walter against your other products and the competition. So how do those numbers look? I've seen some quite big savings.
There is. I mean, the truth of it is that depending on the application, we've seen improvements anywhere from 330 to 100%. So there's some big gains to be made, and some significant savings for the end user customer. So
I know we've gone over it already, but just to conclude, what are the advantages? Is it purely tool life? Are we looking at slightly more data as well?
Yeah, the main benefits are extending the tool life, so we reduce the number of tool changes. We can increase the cutting data parameters, so we drive the cycle times down. The result is a very stable process, so we can with confidence give a process that is stable, secure, and repeats on a regular basis. And one of the less spoken about benefits is that there's a very good wear detection system on the insert, because the top layer is very bright. It's easy to see where we've got to the end of life with the insert, so we protect the process even further from that perspective as well.
I find it amazing where this innovation's going with coatings. From the early days of titanium, aluminium nitride and tin coating, things like that, to the naked eye they look pretty similar, don't they? It's a similar colour, but I know there's a lot of R&D, a lot of technology that goes into these new coatings.
Absolutely, yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm thinking back in the day when the first coatings were the tin coatings, and everybody saw the shiny gold inserts as opposed to the grey ones. And you're right, the image is very similar still, or visually they're still very similar, but there's a lot more technology now in the multi-layers and the way that the layers are put together, and how they adhere to the carbide to protect it and protect the substrate for longer.
So why would an engineer look to change? I think we've answered that, but it's a question I always like to answer. So just to wrap it up, tell us why engineers should look at this new product.
I think it comes from two sides for me, Joe. If you look at the Tiger-Tec Gold in WKP35G, you've got a solution there that if you're in a medium to high volume batch environment, we can drive down the cycle times. We can extend the tool lives, so we can certainly have an effect on profitability and process security. And on the WSP45G side, it gives us a very universal grade that we can use across the number of materials that we've spoken about: the steels, the stainless steels, the aluminiums, and the exotics. So it's a one-stop solution for the small to medium batch end user. So the Tiger-Tec Gold envelope covers a very wide range of applications.
Sure, it's already a very comprehensive range, but do you think there's any plans to grow it even further?
Yes, I do. The reality is that I think as new machining strategies evolve, as new tool bodies evolve, then the Tiger-Tec Gold will come along with it. And I think eventually we'll go into other machining disciplines away from the prismatic.
And for the people watching at home, how do people find out more about Tiger-Tec Gold?
Well, just log on to www.waltertools.com. All the information's there, and even contact details for the guys you'd need to speak to.
Great. Many thanks for joining us today, Andy, and thank you for watching at home.